Hello and welcome everybody, I'm Mah-Dry-Bread and these are 7 great tips to improve at Frostpunk. 1. Make multiple workshops for research. I recommend 3, but you can get away with 2 if you really need to. The world is going to get colder the longer you play, so the faster you get research done, the longer you'll be able to take advantage of it. This is especially important early in the game, when you need to get the basics of your resources set up with things like sawmills and steelworks, as well as hunter's gear for staple food. 2. Get scout upgrades early. Scouts are your main source of population, steam cores, and automatons. Population is the backbone of your entire settlement, and steam cores are the rarest single resource, required for the highest of quality things. Automatons allow you to collect distant resources and operate distant buildings without having to worry about how cold it is, or if you have the population to make it work. Getting any of these 3 things will massively improve your settlement, and scouts are the best way to get them. 3. Don't overlap heat zones from steam hubs. It may seem like it would make the area warmer, but in reality it's just wasting coal. If you want to make them warmer, you're going to need things like better insulation or built-in heating for buildings. Using fewer steam hubs that are better positioned will save more coal and heat more buildings. 4. Extended shifts law is extremely powerful. It makes select buildings work 4 extra hours a day at the cost of some discontentment in its workers. You can turn it off at any time to help manage the downsides, while the upsides can save you for the night when you're about to run out of resources. Personally, I often use it for research, especially early in the game. 2 or 3 workshops with extended shifts will massively speed up your research. 5. Build additional storage, especially for food. If you're like me, you might have neglected to build storage once your city became very stable in mid-game, just to end up regretting it during the final storm at the end of the game. Although I didn't have anyone starve to death during the storm, it was by sheer luck, as many people were on the verge. Even if food hasn't been a massive issue for hours, it will be during the storm, if you don't dedicate some serious storage space to rations. As soon as you're at the point where you're routinely maxing out on a resource, make more storage for it. 6. When having automatons work in distant coal mines, make sure to build a steam hub right outside of it. Although they don't need the heat, the automatons can use steam hubs to recharge their power, saving them a ton of travel time going back to the city and keeping them working more often. Weirdly enough, the steam hub doesn't even need to be turned on for automatons to use it. Doing this will cover your coal needs so efficiently that you'll have plenty of people free to worry about other jobs in your settlement. And 7, don't be afraid to tear down houses to get that perfect spot for your discontentment management buildings. You can always set up a new place for citizens to live, whereas managing your discontentment is a key point of surviving the game. But since you don't start with that many buildings for it, it's hard to plan a city on the fly while leaving spaces for them once they're unlocked. You'll have had more resources if you had never built those tents in the spot and needed to tear them down, but it's still much better than leaving people outside of the different areas of effect buildings like outposts and monasteries. If you want to watch more tips videos, I'll put the playlist on screen as well as in the description. Let me know in the comments if you have any tips that you'd like to share. I'd love to have more feedback. Thank you very much for watching, and until next time, have a nice day.